Hi there, Leos. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at March 13 through 19. With Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Uranus taking turns visiting unpredictable Aries right now. Your solar house. You most definitely will not be bored at this point in March. In fact, you might have more social engagements than you can actually get to, which is very rare for you. Now, that's nothing new for you. You usually do stack your social calendar. But this time around, be sure anyone who's expecting you knows in advance that you won't be able to make it, or that if you do, it'll be a short visit because you have other places to be. Loving Venus turned retrograde in Aries March 4 and remains out of phase through April 15. And being that she's in your ninth house of far off loved ones and long distance relationships, you could very well hear from somebody that's been missing in action for a very long time. The good news is that you two will have a full month to make plans and close the distance between you. It's also a great time for you to start looking for flights. It's not a good idea to fly off while Venus is retrograde. It's a good idea to, look for flights and think about it and talk and Skype and all that sort of stuff. But if it's someone that means a lot to you, you don't want to go rushing in when Venus is retrograde. So I would wait until May. If you haven't been paying attention to your checking account balance and your credit cards and statements, you better be paying attention this week. Last Sunday's full moon in your solar second house of money and self-worth focused a spotlight on your personal finances, calling your attention to something that's been left undone. Take care of it right away, or better yet, well before the end of the month, Leos. On March 30, so we're jumping ahead a little bit, mighty Jupiter and intense Pluto will get into an uneasy square aspect, and there's sure to be tension in the air. In your case, it might be a work situation that has come to a head and you can no longer pretend there's nothing going on, or that a financial partnership isn't working out the way you had hoped and planned. Don't be afraid to start talking about ending it, changing it, dissolving it, changing the percentages owned, etc., and opening up a dialogue with whomever it is that you're sharing these expenses and finances with. You don't want to have a big falling out with somebody over money, but you also don't want to be stuck in this going nowhere financial issue for the rest of 2017, which can happen. So it's really important that you start to set the wheels in motion, that you're not exactly 100% sure about how you feel about this financial situation. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I do look forward to speaking to you again next week.